A very warm welcome to Genie's Crochet Corner, and today I'd like to just show you this lovely wavy pattern. It's great for blankets, cardigans, scarves, and we're going to be working a multiple of 6 chain plus 2 extra chain, and the foundation row is just a row of single crochet. And then we're going to be working the first pattern row, which is our double crochet and then our shell. And then the second pattern row is the working around with single crochet around the 5 double crochet shell. And it looks like this from the front, and from the back it will look like that. And I'm just going to be using a 5.5mm crochet hook and some worsted or 8-ply yarn. A 5mm crochet hook, if you're using the 8-ply yarn, will be just as good. I'm just using a bigger crochet hook because I crochet tightly. So I'm just going to start off by making my slip knot, and I'm going to be working a chain divisible by 6 plus 2. So I'm going to make 18 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So I've got my chain divisible by 6, and I'm going to make an extra 2 chain. And just the foundation row is just a single crochet into each chain across, and we will be working the first pattern row on top of the foundation row of single crochet. So I'm not going to be using this first chain from the hook. It's just a turning chain and doesn't count as a stitch. So into the second chain from the hook, I'm just going to work my single crochet, and we just work that into each chain across. So I've just made worked a single crochet into each chain across, and I'm just going to count my stitches. I made a chain of 18 plus 2, so I started off with a chain of 20. I'm going to have 1 stitch less because I didn't use the first chain from the hook. It's just a turning chain and doesn't count as a stitch. So I should have 19 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. It's going to work the first pattern row. I'm going to chain 1 and 2, and this chain stands as a stitch. It's the turning chain, stands as a stitch, so I won't be using the first stitch. And I'm going to be missing, so I don't use the first stitch, and I'm going to be missing the next 2 stitches, so 1, 2. So I have not used the first stitch because this 2 chain counts as a stitch, and I've missed 1, 2 stitches. Into the next stitch I'm going to work 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a 5 double crochet shell. I'm going to miss 1, 2 stitches. Into the next stitch I'm going to work 1 double crochet. Then I'm going to miss the next 2 stitches, and into the next stitch I'm going to work 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then I'm going to miss the next 1, 2 stitches. Into the next stitch just work 1 double crochet. Miss the next 2 stitches. Into the next stitch work 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I now have 1, 2, 3 stitches left. I'm going to miss 1, 2, and into the last stitch I'm going to work a double crochet. And that is the first pattern row. For the second pattern row, so this is a 2 row pattern. For the second pattern row I'm going to make 1 chain, which I've done, and into the first stitch I'm going to work a single crochet. And we're now going to work around the shell. So we're going to work in the round the first double crochet of the shell. So I'm going to be working, so we just hold the work like that, and I'm going to be working 1, 2, 3 single crochet around the first double crochet of the shell. Then I'm going to just insert the hook underneath here and through there, and I'm going to work another single crochet. And then I'm going to insert the hook through this hole here, which was made when we made the shell. And I'm just going to insert the hook in and bring it out and work another single crochet. And then I'm just going to turn my work this way. So I have the last double crochet of the shell facing me, and we're just going to work 3 single crochet around that double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. So we have worked our little wavy pattern. We started off by working a single crochet into the first stitch around the first double crochet of the shell. Holding it like that, we've worked our 3 single crochet, and then into that little hole that was made when we made the shell, I've just worked 2 single crochet and then 3 single crochet around the last double crochet of the shell. Into this double crochet, I'm just going to work a single crochet. So it's just going to carry on. When we carry on, so we have our single crochet here, and we just carry on with making the wavy pattern around the shell. So I'm just going to the first double crochet of the shell. I'm just going to turn my work so the first double crochet of the shell is facing me, and around that first double crochet I'm going to work 1, 2, 3 single crochet, and then I have this little space here which resulted from making the shell on the previous row. I'm just going to insert my hook in and around and work a single crochet. So just in and around and work a single crochet, and then I'm going to insert my hook through this little space here and then around up the other side. I'm going to turn my work so that the last double crochet of the shell is facing me, and around that double crochet I'm going to work 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then just work a single crochet into the double crochet. We're starting to get our little wavy pattern. So I'm just going to repeat that for the last shell. Turn my work so that the first double crochet of the shell is facing me, and just work my 1, 2, 3 single crochet. Then I'm going to insert my hook in here and out through there with a single crochet, and then into this space and out again another single crochet. Then just turn your work towards you so that the last double crochet of the shell is facing you, and we're just going to work our 3 single crochet round that double crochet. 1, 2 and 3, and then we're left with our turning chain from the previous round. I'm just going to insert my hook underneath that chain and work a single crochet. So that's the second pattern row. You just repeat the first and then the second pattern row for as many times as you want to. So I'm just going to work another row with you. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, and this is your 5 double crochet shell. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our single crochet around the first double crochet and round the last double crochet, and we're going to be working our shell into the center. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, and we work our shell into the center of the previous shell. So we just work our 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're just going to have to, because of the wavy pattern, you're just going to have to lift it up where we made the single crochet, and we're missing these 2, and we're going to work a double crochet in this single crochet, but because of the shell pattern, it's just gone over, so we just bring it back up again and work our double crochet into there. So it gives this kind of effect. So I'm just going to work my next shell into the center of the shell, the previous shell. So we miss 1, 2, we'll work our shell in there, and then we have 1, 2 stitches, so the center of the shell. So 5 double crochet into here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we just bring our single crochet from the previous round, just flip it up and work a double crochet into there. And then we just repeat for the last shell. So 1, 2, that's the center, and 1, 2, we just work our 5 double crochet. 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we miss these 2 stitches, and we're just going to have to flip the single crochet up and work a double crochet into there. That's how it looks. And then you just continue with the second pattern row. You just continue with, you make your 2 chain, 1 and 2, and then you just work your single crochet into the first double crochet of the shell of the previous round. Just insert your hook in there, and then out through there work a single crochet, in through there, out through there, work your single crochet, and then just turn your work so the last double crochet is facing you, and you work your 3 single crochet around that, and then just a single crochet into the double crochet of the previous round. And if you want, at the end of the round, you can just work your single crochet into the second chain, or you can just go underneath and work your single crochet. And it makes quite a nice blanky pattern. And I hope this tutorial has been useful to you. Until next time, enjoy crocheting.